Hi, my name is Michael Kirkendoll, and I'm assistant professor of piano here at Oklahoma State University. I started playing piano when I was 8 years old. I was always playing sports and just decided when I was that young that I really liked music and always wanted to play on the pianos in my music classes, so convinced my parents to get me into lessons when I was young and kept doing everything else all the way through high school until I decided to make piano my life. My favorite things about playing the piano and about being a pianist are the interaction with an audience and having the opportunity to share a story about something in a way that they may have never thought about it. I play largely contemporary music that can be very stringent, strident, and sometimes awkward for people to listen to. And I like to try to break those boundaries and make a very interactive experience with my audience so that we both go on a little journey together. It's a piece called De Profundis, written by American composer Frederick Rzewski. The piece was written in 1992 and is a major piece for a genre called theatrical piano music. It requires the pianist to sing, recite text, do all sorts of acting while playing a really hard actual piano part at the same time. It's a really innovative new work, and there's a small group of pianists that are really passionate about this style. The story, the text, comes from Oscar Wilde's prison letters titled De Profundis, which he wrote while he was imprisoned in England on the charge of gross indecency, which was essentially he was imprisoned for being gay. And the letter was written to his partner, Lord Alfred Douglas, whose father actually is the one that brought the charges against him. So it's a very powerful, passionate letter about the injustice of his imprisonment and then just of the overall insanity that comes about while being in prison and the search for meaning and spirituality inside a terrible situation.
But with the dynamic forces of life, it is different.
I worked with Frederick Rzewski several years ago on some other music, and it's a piece that inspired me when I first heard it to really start pursuing contemporary piano repertoire and specifically music for theatrical pianists, which is something that I feel drawn to personally. And since it's the major piece in this style, it was a natural thing for me to pursue and start playing. I first performed it in 2008 as part of my dissertation recital, and have since played it a number of times. I had major tendonitis issues once and had to relearn basically how to play the piano with a different technique. Spent a whole summer reworking things and became a better pianist and better musician for it. Otherwise, music's really been kind of the thing that I go to when there are problems in other places of my life, so I can always come to the piano and play and get things out that way. When people start playing the piano, it's the most important thing is to practice a little bit every day. That's kind of how I always grew up, and I just managed to practice more than some other people did. For everyone, I think the important thing is just to listen to lots of music, different kinds of music, to never hate anything just because it's cool to hate it or anything. You have to like a little bit of classical, like a little bit of rap, like a little country, like a little Led Zeppelin. It all goes together and makes everyone into a better musician and I think a better human being in the long run.